subscribe to Dino Watch channel. Thank you for all my subscribers. Lovely jubbly. Let's get more than just 39, guys. Let's do this. Creepy Friday commences. This is creepy cursed people. Let's see what picture.
These are 8 horrifying facts. These are 8 horrifying facts that will probably keep you up at night. There are thousands of old diseases frozen in the glaciers of the world, and global warming will eventually release them all. If a person dies in their costume at Disney, like Mickey Mouse, they have to be sat down on a bench so it looks like they're resting. Climate change is making spiders bigger. Some female spiders allow their young to eat them alive. Tooth in the eye surgery is when surgeons put a tooth in a blind person's eye to restore their sight. It was pioneered in the 1960s, and it actually works, and it's still being done today. The chances of a successful CPR outside of a hospital is only 7%. Cell phones are 10 times dirtier than a toilet seat. When you suddenly wake up during the night without any reason, there was someone or something staring at you. Yeah, there's a lot more, like for part 12.
If you lend your phone to everyone, then it's like a toilet seat, mate. Yeah, okay.
These are some of the scariest things people found in their homes. Now this one is really terrifying. This couple found a camera behind a mirror in their living room. Now take a look at these stairs. Does something look off to you? That's because it's a secret entrance into an underground tunnel. And this person put their camera underneath a hidden door they found in their house. And this is what they saw. Just burned down the whole thing already. And yes, this is creepy, but let's talk about how disgusting that toilet is.
This video was uploaded in TikTok on September 7th, 2022. This clip looks normal at first, but after they close the door, this happened.
Go shower really fast. I need you to go shower. Please, Daniel. That.
A man tries to open the
He was grabbing a late night snack, but when he turned off the lights, this happened. A haunting video was uploaded by a man named Isaac Tapia, where he explains that one night while he was in his room, he went downstairs to grab a snack, but as he turns off the kitchen lights and makes his way back to his room, this happened. One of his dogs named Eva can be heard saying hola as Isaac freaks out and runs out of there. He was grabbing a
These are the top 4 creepiest things ever found in people's houses, part 3. This is terrifying.
And sing this little song. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit. Run, run, run. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit. Run, run, run.
By the garden of the willow tree and with me.
My son so dumb, IQ 21, he tried to
Tired of apps that
These are
Oh, pardon me. About
creepy things caught on camera.
Number 15. My dad met Richard Ramirez while working as a prison guard. My dad is probably the most jaded person I know. I have never seen him intimidated by anyone. When he was retelling this story, he got a really scared look on his face. For some context, Richard Ramirez was the second Night Stalker in Southern California. He had recently been caught and was temporarily being housed in the prison my dad worked at. My dad was assigned to him, and after meeting him, he refused to ever go near him again. There were these women that would visit him and bring him things, and they always looked terrified.
I would bring absolutely
This man
nothing.
was so
He said, "What are you gonna
manipulative
do, Mary?
and
What are you gonna
effective
do?
with
You're gonna
speech
prison your
that they were
phone."
completely under his control. He would look you directly in the eye and say things like, "Are you happy with your life?"
I'm happy with my life, thank you. That's what I would have said. And look at yourself, mate. That's what I would have said. What you're gonna do? You're in prison. You're fool.
The very big sale is now on. Like this Hotpoint 9kg anti-stain washing machine, only $200.
July 2023. Deep within the Scottish wilderness, a solo camper known as Under the Weather sought a tranquil escape. Nestled between two narrow creeks, his tent was positioned in what he believed was a natural fortress, protected on both sides by running water. As evening settled in, so did a sense of security. That, however, would not last.
Got a fire going, cook up some chicken wings, I hope, and going to cook with alcohol for the first time, so stay around and see how that goes. And that should be it, so let's have some fun. Let's check it out. Well, as you can see, it's pretty wet, so...
After turning in for the night, the silence was pierced by unsettling noises. Faint at first, then unmistakable. The sound of movement, followed by faint, breathy echoes that resembled laughter. He called out into the darkness, receiving no answer. Tension escalated rapidly as he gripped a knife and peeked outside, his flashlight cutting through the black. No one or nothing was there. But the eeriness lingered.
Hello? 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 Now the thing is, I'm kind of on an island here, so there's river on that side, river on that side. It's very hard to get down here if it was a human, that is. Hello? Typical, now I can't hear a thing. Right, I'll turn the light off.
Well, it's not like it's going to answer the fact that it's after you isn't burning it.
I've got a knife in here. I've got a knife.
If it's not human, that won't matter.
I've got a knife. Right. Well, that definitely sounded like somebody there.
Well, it wasn't really? Come on.
What made the moment so disturbing was not just the sound, but the impossibility of someone reaching him without crossing the water.
Again, so
This geographical isolation raised chilling questions. If it wasn't an animal, how did it get there? Too shaken to investigate further, he stayed inside, clinging to the knife for comfort. At dawn, he emerged cautiously. But what he found nearby was even more baffling. Disturbed ground and strange objects placed near his campsite, as if someone had been watching or taunting him.
No, because as I said, I'm basically on an island, so there's no way that anyone could actually get it. Jesus Christ! Hello?
Obviously something or someone doesn't want you there, mate, so I'd move it out.
Hello? Jesus Christ. Fuck that.
And I'm sorry for Jesus Christ what he's actually on this one, eh?
Hello? Did that noise again? It sounds like somebody laughing outside, but it... I have no idea.
Try
Watch us
listening
to
with
kill
your ears
peace.
instead of talking. Just listen.
Hello?
He described the noises as bordering on hysterical laughter, mixed with splashing footsteps, an auditory hallucination or a calculated act. Either way, it left a scar. Viewers chimed in, each with their own theories. One commenter suggested the sounds resembled a wild pig, hinting at a possible natural explanation. But others weren't so sure. This wasn't just a night gone wrong. It was a confrontation with the unknown. And while Under the Weather made it out safely, he left with more questions than answers.
Guys, what do you
And a
think it was?
powerful
'Cause I
reminder.
think it's just hallucinating.
In the woods, you're never as alone as you think.
I can get their cover from just £315.
Isa, a solo van lifer known for her peaceful vlogs and cross-country adventures, was parked for the night in a forested area. Her videos typically feature scenic drives, quiet campsites, and reflections from the road. But one upload stood apart from the rest, documenting a chilling encounter that rattled both her and her viewers.
Okay, let's see what happens to you, shall we?
Somebody's back here again. I hear footprints.
Hello?
Well,
How can I help you? It's 4:30 in the morning. I don't feel safe. Who are you?
So, it's now 4:57, but at 4:37, so like 20 minutes ago, I was in a...
At around 4:30 a.m., Isa was startled awake by a sudden, deliberate knock, directly beside her head. Frozen with confusion, she called out softly into the dark. No answer. The silence that followed stretched for 15 tense minutes. Then the sound of footsteps returned. This time, she grabbed her camera. As she whispered to her viewers, she confirmed someone was walking around her van. Through a crack in the window, she spotted distant headlights, then watched as a vehicle slowly backed away. Again, no words, no explanation.
Hey, I got a question for you. And I said, it's 4:30 in the morning. I don't feel safe. And so I quietly got up and I went to the front and I peeked out and parked way up on the drive. All I could see is like headlights, and then they backed out and went and left. So I'm not feeling so safe, you know. I just don't even know what to make of it. Like, what were they thinking? I do sleep with this beside my bed. And
that's a nice look.
I never thought that I would have to pull it out or grab it.
But it wasn't over. The stranger returned a third time. This time there was no knock. Just slow, heavy footsteps moving around the perimeter of her van. Isa crouched in silence, watching as the figure moved behind a tree, paused, and then approached the same car from earlier. Once again, it backed away and vanished.
Get in the driver's seat and drive
I hear footprints. Hear that? Yeah, somebody was just here again 3 times now. The third time I looked out, they were walking on foot. I seen them walking and they hid behind the tree there. And then they went to a car, the same car that was here earlier. Well, that was back.
When morning finally came, Isa stepped outside. The ground told the story. Her own footprints were there, and surrounding them, A fresh set. Several, in fact, circling her vehicle in slow, deliberate paths. The evidence confirmed her fears. Someone had been watching, waiting, possibly testing how she would respond.
See?
That's
right here. Look. Somebody spilled 2 of my water bottles right there. 8 liters of water gone, but I don't know why. I don't know why they were, look, see? And then over here, these are like literally footprints. I never go there. If I collect my snow, I go right on this path and I cross over here, and that's my spot right there. But look, they were actually, there's some more, look at that. They came here, they were standing here, as you can see. Look at the footprints though, look at that, that's massive.
Alone, vulnerable, and surrounded by wilderness, Isa faced the kind of real-world fear most travelers only imagine. And she was lucky to walk away from it with only a story. Sydney had returned to a place that once marked the beginning of her journey. A secluded riverside camp tucked far away from the noise of civilization. It was here, in this quiet patch of wilderness, that she had spent her very first solo night on the road. A place that had once symbolized freedom and possibility now took on a different tone.
Stock up on something since I literally have nothing. So yeah, I just had a little snack, a little breakfast if you will, and I'm gonna hit the road again. I have about an hour to go to the grocery store. Holy short on-ramp!
Another cold front coming in from the east with temperatures.
Hey Sue, it's me! That boy.
At first, everything seemed perfect. No one else around. The creek flowed steadily beside her, and the only sounds were acorns dropping, leaves rustling, and the occasional splash of a fish. She prepared dinner with ease, enjoying the solitude. But as dusk settled, the atmosphere began to shift.
Wait, was that? Oh, this is it. Okay, sweet. There's nobody here. I'm gonna get out and take a gander and make sure everything's like safe, and I might drive down there, but I might take the top spot too. I don't know yet. That's where my friend Grace camped when I was camping there. Here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna come down to this spot. Let's go way down, so don't judge me. And then for dinner, rice that my aunt gave me.
What had been a comforting silence began to feel too silent. That kind of stillness where your ears start to question what they're not hearing. Then, movement. Subtle, intentional. Something was out there, just beyond the trees.
Is that?
She didn't overreact. Instead, she methodically packed her cooking gear and stayed alert. At one point, she even joked about Bigfoot eating a deer. But underneath the humor was a layer of genuine concern. The noise had shifted positions from one spot to another, as if something was circling.
Anyways, dinner is served. I really hope that wasn't like a mountain lion or something. But I'm not gonna let it scare me to stay in my car. I packed all my stuff up so that if I do need to like just close this, I only have this to move, but you know what I'm thinking? What if it was Bigfoot and that was like a deer that he was eating?
Alone, without cell service and miles from help, Sydney finished her dinner, eyes fixed beyond the tree line. There was no more noise, no more movement, just that creeping sensation that something was watching.
And it was like making noises because the deer is scared. That was so weird. I heard it move too. It like moved from like there to over there. I think my saving grace is that I know there are other campers back here, so I feel better about that. I'm not completely alone out here. Okay, I'm going to chow and watch a video. What should I watch? Trent the Traveler, Happiness by the Mile, Emma, Nikki, Victoria Rose, Hannah.
The next morning brought no answers, only the lingering question of what or who had been nearby that night. Some believe it was likely a deer, perhaps even a predator stalking it. Others speculate about something more elusive, something that watches from the shadows and never shows itself fully.
Yeah. I got up so late. It is almost 10 o'clock and I need to go to another national park today, which will be on the next episode. It's 2.5 hours away. And I'm pretty sure you guys can all guess which one it is. But it's the busiest, it might be the busiest national park, or the second busiest. It's top 5 for sure. Because it's like the best one on the East Coast or something.
Whatever it was, one thing was clear. Sydney stayed calm, stayed smart, and made it through the night. But that feeling, it doesn't leave so easily. February 2025. What began as a routine solo camping trip quickly turned into something far more unsettling. Nikki, known for her solo backcountry adventures on her channel, Nikki TV, set out deep into the woods, navigating roads still scarred by a hurricane months earlier. The journey was difficult. Mudslides, erosion, fallen trees. But it was the forest that would truly test her nerves.
Drinking warm water with cinnamon before bed eliminates that blue parasite from the pancreas. Regulate
here, and the damages are, they're extreme. But yeah, so some of the roads are a little rutted and messed up from the rain and the mudslides and the trees that fell over. But yeah, I'm a little nervous. I got it. It really makes it easy for me to get in and out the back of my 4Runner. Also, when I put up my rain tarp that connects to the back of my 4Runner, when it comes time to take it down, when it's raining, this gives me a clean place to be able to take that down without...
After setting up camp in a remote clearing, Nikki took a short hike before dark. That's when she heard it. Sharp, deliberate knocks, echoing through the trees. At first, she brushed it off. Maybe a woodpecker. Maybe something else. The sounds stopped, but the uneasy feeling stayed.
Thought I heard some knocking coming from that direction. Kinda sound like somebody knocking on a tree. But Could have been a woodpecker or anything like that, I guess.
Back at camp, she prepared for nightfall, stringing up lights and calling her husband to join her. What was meant to be a peaceful night became anything but. The two explored a nearby path and stumbled upon something unusual, a massive footprint pressed into the soft earth, larger than either of theirs, deep enough to raise questions. That's when strange lights began to flash across Nikki's camera lens. Unexplained reflections, faint but persistent, like something moving just beyond sight.
Oh, here comes my husband. I can tell because that's his Toyota. Oh. You can barely see his headlights coming through the mountain. Oh, he's jamming too. He's feeling good.
The air grew heavier. The silence felt loaded. Even together, they couldn't shake the sensation of being watched. That night, rest came in fits, and by morning, their decision was unanimous. They packed up and left quickly, leaving behind the shadows and unanswered questions of the forest.
Hello.
I heard you coming from so far with that music. But it still took you a long time to get here.
Well, it's
How was your little nighttime drive?
it's mostly daylight all the way till just a minute ago.
Did you pass that truck?
Yeah, I passed a couple of people.
Was it wildlife? A curious observer? Or something much harder to explain? Some viewers see the signs. Tree knocks, oversized prints, visual distortions, classic markers of a cryptid encounter. Others say it's just coincidence. But one commenter captured it perfectly. I absolutely believe in Bigfoot. I admire you for stealth camping alone. I'm not sure I'm brave enough to do that. Maybe that's the real mystery. How brave would you be, out there, alone in the dark?
That's very impressive, Angela.
Oh, my smart meter display. Oh, yes, thanks to my smart meter, my energy company.
Three friends had no idea that on this night, they would become victims of an attack, right in the middle of the forest, where no one could hear their cries for help. This chilling story took place in Belgium, where YouTuber Ciaz and two of his friends decided to explore an abandoned campsite hidden deep within a forested area. But even before they reached the site, something truly terrifying happened. On December 29th, 2023, the group arrived at the edge of the forest, preparing to film their next urban exploration video. As soon as they stepped out of the car, the air filled with the sound of loud barking echoing from deep within the woods. At the entrance, they noticed a fallen tree blocking the path. Scrawled across it was a disturbing message. Private. This is a space of prayer. Please respect the space. Behind it stood another sign. Beware. Ciaz mentioned that none of these warnings were there the last time he visited. Despite growing unease, they stepped over the trunk and continued deeper into the forest. Moments later, an eerie creaking sound echoed around them, as if a door somewhere was slowly opening.
Die deur, die wint niet. Ik hoorde ze...
Nee, dat was een beest.
Zeker?
Ja.
Oh,
nee.
Waar is dat?
Dat was een deur.
Dat is een deur, hè? Hallo? Ik kan de wind ook gaan, ja.
Waarschijnlijk,
ja. Oh. Maat.
Hallo? Mogen wij hier binnenkomen? Dit is zo creepy, maat.
Concerned they might be trespassing, the YouTubers tried to find another way in. They followed a nearby trail, hoping to avoid restricted property, but soon came across another obstacle. A large tree wrapped in red and white caution tape. A freshly posted sign read, "No access. Private area under camera surveillance." Still, curiosity outweighed fear. Determined to capture compelling footage, the three friends climbed over the barrier and ventured further into the unsettling woods, unaware of what was about to happen next.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Dat is toch niet mijn auto of zo, hè? Lamp aan of niet? Hallo? 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 What the fuck? What the fuck? Hey!
Later, while they paused to adjust their lights, a woman in white suddenly emerged from the darkness, holding an axe and walking quickly toward them. Panic broke out immediately. The woman, who appeared to be in a trance or possessed, was later taken into custody by the police. The three YouTubers, shocked and exhausted, drove home in silence. They later described the experience as a traumatic, life-threatening encounter that left a lasting mark on their memories. Though they escaped without physical harm, the memory of that night and of the woman in white remains a haunting reminder that some abandoned places are best left alone.
Level up your game night. Get paid to play games. Go to TestaUp and choose a game to
The YouTube channel The Dog Daddy is entirely dedicated to dog training. No camping trips, no nighttime forest walks, nothing like that. Just content about canine behavior and obedience. But in one particular video, something completely unexpected happened. Something that unsettled and even frightened both the creator and his audience. It all started when he posted a short video about a strange encounter. A woman unexpectedly showed up at his property, saying she wanted to see his dogs. He found it odd and did what anyone would do. He started recording.
Sorry, what did you say?
I heard you had these beautiful black German Shepherds here, so I came down to say hi.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Is it okay if I come in just for a quick second?
Oh, no, we don't really allow visitors in.
I came a long way to...
How do you even know they were here?
Somebody told me. This is where you...
How did you get here? How did you get here?
I walked from all the way down the road. Someone dropped me off.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, no, we don't really allow visitors. We just moved in and, you know, these dogs, they're out here with me now. They're friendly, but we have some rescue dogs and even protection dogs and behind the other gate over there. So, you know, we don't really have a open door policy.
I'm really great with dogs. Is it okay if I meet them? You'll see, I'll show you.
No, if these guys, they're out, if they want to come say hi at the gate, it's okay, but we don't really have any visitors on the property.
I mean, this is like the only... There's like...
No, don't open the gate. Like I said, the dogs in the back, they are not as friendly as the ones that are out here, so please don't open the gate.
I'll show you. It's just going to be a quick second.
No, not today. Maybe another time, but we're not allowing visitors. And I don't even know how he got here.
I told you I came down the road. Listen. Fuck you.
Can you just let go of the gate?
I thought you were nice. I just wanted to say hi to your dog.
No, we are nice. We just don't allow visitors on the property.
The woman claimed she had heard about his black German Shepherds and came to say hello to them. He explained that he doesn't allow visitors onto his property because he keeps different types of dogs there. Some friendly, some trained for protection and rescue work. But the woman wouldn't leave. She kept standing at the gate, insisting that he let her in. Eventually she left. A few days later, in the middle of the night, the trainer's dogs were awakened by a strange noise. Their barking wasn't playful this time. It was sharp, alert, defensive. Armed with a flashlight, he went outside to check what was going on. and saw the same woman.
Listen, you need to leave now. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna let them out. It's midnight. What are you doing here? Leave now. It's midnight. We're not playing any more games. You are agitating my dog. I told you late at night my guard dogs are out, and they're out. I'm not gonna be babysitting. You broke into the property at 3 in the morning. They're gonna come out.
Yeah, it was.
You need to leave now. You need to leave now. I'm letting them out. Don't come any closer. I'm gonna let them out.
You don't have to let them out.
I'm gonna let them out. They're here and they're waiting.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna leave. The police has been looking for 4 days now. There's no one around. This is my place. I don't know where you're coming from. I don't know where you're coming from.
I just came to bless you.
I'm letting my dogs out.
Don't do that.
It's more like you came out to church. What do you guys think?
She disappeared.
And then I
The woman, however, insisted that she came to bless his dogs. The whole situation was so bizarre that the trainer looked visibly tense, ready to release the dogs at any moment. When she showed up during the day, it already seemed strange. But now, appearing at night, saying things like that, viewers were left with only one question. Something was clearly not right with this woman. The following video was uploaded to the channel Adventures with Rich, a creator who combines stories of true crime and unexplained events. But this episode turned out to be nothing like his usual content. On August 11th, 2024, one of his videos took an unexpectedly disturbing turn. Rich was deep in a remote forest. This time, he was following a set of coordinates he had received on an anonymous online forum where users share strange and mysterious locations. According to Rich, these particular coordinates came from a person who had long been posting about strange occurrences in the same area. Rich said that this person had previously led him to several odd places where he found a detached pump head, a triangular pendant, and Scrabble tiles spelling out the name Pam. Convinced that all of these discoveries were connected, Rich decided to follow the new lead and once again ventured into the woods.
Did find this. It's another piece of that book I keep finding. Put it right there so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Support a government designed and run for all the people. There's stuff that's circled. It says that the circled ones, I think, make a sentence. It says, evil men organized governmental deaths. Governments are failing, cooperating. I just flipped it over, and I got that.
After returning to his car, he began to suspect that there was something much darker behind all of this. Still, he decided to check one more location. By then, night had fallen. Armed with only a flashlight, he made his way through the dense forest and eventually discovered a small container filled with Scrabble tiles.
Oh my God, are you serious? I don't know if you can see that. Scrabble letters. I'm going to take them back to the car and see if I can spell out what it wants me to spell out. It's not the first time I've come across Scrabble letters doing this.
After some time, he managed to arrange the letters into a phrase. I see you. Shaken but determined, Rich followed the final set of coordinates, which led him even deeper into the forest. In the beam of his flashlight, he saw another piece of paper with the message,
the way to happiness does not include the fear of being found out. You did this to yourself. Now we see everything. And now you must find Pam She was a hiker that we found. The clues will lead you to her.
Exhausted, Rich returned to his car. In a follow-up video, he explained that he planned to return to the same forest once more to get to the bottom of what was happening. The first new set of coordinates led to nothing, and his frustration was clear in his voice. He decided to try one last time, and that's when things became truly threatening.
What is that? That's a wallet. Yeah, I'm gonna open it, because if somebody's missing a wallet, maybe I can get it back to them. I'm not gonna show nothing except a Visa. What's the name? Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck. Found a wallet. I'm taking it because I'm going to the cops. I've been doing this for a little while now. The name Pam keeps coming up. It came up a few times. Once on it in Scrabble letters. And another time on a piece of paper from a book. The name Pam came up. The name I just found on that card was Pam.
The name Pam kept appearing again and again, several times on paper, once in a book, and even on a map. When he finally returned to his car, he found another message waiting for him. Someone, presumably the same person, had left the words, "Go home," once again spelled out with Scrabble tiles. Rich immediately left the area and brought all of the items to the police. They told him that there had recently been reports of suspicious activity in that region, mostly involving teenagers who were allegedly pulling pranks. Perhaps it was just a cruel joke, but maybe it was something far more serious, possibly even an unsolved missing person case. Rich admitted that someone might just be trying to mess with him, but he also couldn't shake the feeling that he had accidentally become part of a real disappearance story. The mystery didn't end there. In a recent update, Rich showed a letter he had received. "The police will not find her, but you might. Don't ever call her again." The letter was signed with the same mysterious triangle symbol he had encountered multiple times before. What do you think about this strange case? Rich asks his viewers at the end of the video. This man went for a nighttime walk in the forest with his dogs when they suddenly started growling and panicking after hearing a distinct, unfamiliar sound.
Lola, Miley, come on, let's go.
It sounds large, whatever it is.
Come on, girls. Come on, girls. Oh, good.
The dogs looked confused and tense, so he began recording with his phone to capture their strange behavior. The noises grew even louder, prompting the man to take shelter in a small forest cabin, where they stayed until everything finally went quiet. What makes this video truly unsettling is the dog's reaction. It looked completely natural and genuine, not staged at all, which makes you wonder if something truly unusual was happening out there. The dogs could have been reacting to the sounds of some wild animal, but what exactly was making those eerie noises? Share your thoughts in the comments.
So I tried this website called Hint. It shows you what your soulmate looks like. And this is what...
Jen is a woman who owns a dog named Nagy. She runs a YouTube channel where she shares wholesome videos and stories about her furry friend. But in one particular video, something very strange happened. While she was in a wooded park trying to film a lighthearted Halloween video, planning to dress Maggie up as a little ghost, something truly unsettling occurred. She heard a scream.
You ready? We're gonna try again. Now that it's all dirty and torn to shreds, you're gonna make the best dirty ghost. You're gonna make the best dirty ghost. Whoa.
Right, it's a big
Despite feeling uneasy, Jen tried to continue filming, though her reaction made it clear that she was frightened and confused. At some point, the stress got the better of her. She stopped recording and called the police to report what she had heard. According to her, the officers arrived and searched the area, but didn't find anything unusual. In the video description, she suggested that it might have been a fox, a bobcat, or some other animal, but quickly dismissed that idea. It could have been people trying to prank her, but Jen insists that the police found no signs of anyone being there. She added that if it wasn't someone's stupid joke, then maybe it was something far more disturbing. Perhaps someone really was calling for help. Or maybe it was a person under the influence of drugs, screaming like a dinosaur. The next video was uploaded to the YouTube channel Stealth Diggers. This channel features videos about metal detecting, digging, and uncovering hidden artifacts and pieces of history. Their passion for the past makes their content truly fascinating. But in one particular video, they stumbled upon something they couldn't explain. They were deep in the woods, finding all sorts of old items, when things took a strange turn.
Oh, sick.
They were created to protect the health and lives of people. However, for some, hospitals only represent the previous step before death. In stories, it is said that feelings and emotions of the ones dying are compressed in these places, charging their walls with negative energies that generate all kinds of disturbing phenomena that have managed to be captured on camera, and of which in this video you will be a privileged witness. My name is Leonore Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present the most terrifying things captured in morgues and hospitals. Much of the videos that you're about to see were sent by my audience. If you know or have videos of this style that you would like for me to see, do not hesitate to send it as a direct message to my official Facebook. And if you like my content, help me by sharing these videos with your friends. Let's not allow these recordings to be forgotten. Without further ado, let's get started. Number 5.
Since the day you were born, a guardian angel has been watching over you. He's seen your struggles, your regrets, your silent prayers. He knows what you've...
The recording that welcomes us to this video was sent by Kevia Rodriguez, an attentive subscriber from Peru, commenting that she had exclusive access to the security cameras of a healthcare facility located in the city of Pacasmayo. This video was sent to me because there was no one inside this ambulance. However, a movement inside made the employees think the opposite. It is assumed that there was no one inside. In fact, at first, you don't see anyone inside. Please note the abrupt closing of the door. That, my friends, is not due to pressure changes in the wind. The most disturbing thing is that if you look closely, you can see movement inside of the vehicle. Can you see it? Could this be the evidence that these places really do get filled with the spirits of the deceased? At least for me, this video has no logical explanation. Tell me what you think. Number 4. This video consists of 2 clips recorded at dawn in different hospitals. The first of them came to my email thanks to a subscriber who, for personal reasons, refused to reveal his identity. I can only affirm that he works in a hospital where he assures strange things usually happen. He continues on to say that what you're about to see was recorded by a security camera after 3 in the morning. At a time when in the midst of a prevailing silence, an inexplicable phenomena suddenly broke the hospital's peace. Pay attention. Despite the impression of this clip, the truth is that I do not have enough background to verify its veracity. Our subscriber affirms that phenomena like this have been seen by him repeatedly. However, this video seems too good to be true. Although it is the movement of the chair that leaves me the most shocked, since how could you stage something like that? Can it be done with strings? A fairly similar footage is one that was recorded overnight in a hospital in Chile. The nurses heard noises coming from an adjoining room, which alerted them, since they were already aware that no one was in that room. They saw when reviewing the images from the security cameras. As they confess, it has been the most shocking thing they have seen in their lives. If you are a follower of my channel, surely you remember this recording. Because a while ago, it was part of one of our videos. A footage that, as I mentioned, is quite similar to the previous one. However, on that occasion, several of you saw something that at that moment I didn't notice. A subtle but at the same time disturbing manifestation that occurs in the window. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Do you think it's a spirit? Leave it in the comments. Number 3.
If you need full dentures but can't deal with the endless expensive dentist visits, you need to see this. I used to hide my mouth every time I laughed. I'd avoid eating out because I was terrified my dentures would slip and fall out. It's exhausting. You feel like a part of you is gone. Then I found these True Ease custom-fit dentures. The crazy part?
Let me start with the next question. Have you ever been in an unfamiliar place in the dark, and a cold chill runs down your back, alerting you to turn around? But luckily, when you do, for your peace of mind, there's nothing there? That experience is common. It is part of a defense mechanism that was developed thousands of years ago, when we used to be prey of the most terrifying beasts. Well, that's exactly what the person who carried this camera did, who along with a group were exploring an old hospital in ruins, when suddenly he felt that something was behind him. So he turned around, without finding anything around him. At least, that's what he thought. Although this sequence corresponds to an exploration, the man assures that he was always the last of the group. Nobody was ever behind him, so that area should be empty. Even so, a thin-looking person is observed wandering around there. Could it be the spirit of a patient who was trapped here? Let me know what you think. Number 2. As I told you at the beginning, it seems that hospitals are filled with energies of pain, sorrow, and misfortune that sometimes occur within its walls. Energies that, according to many occult books, can invoke the manifestation of inexplicable phenomena when combined with the desire or fear of another person. Allow me to better explain the last mentioned by relating an experience that happened to me. When I was little, I was close friends with my grandmother. We used to play, and she used to accompany me. However, when I turned 12, she passed away. A couple of weeks later, while I was in my room, I felt someone sit at the foot of the bed. I was half asleep, and I knew it was my grandmother. She used to do this. Suddenly, I remembered that she had passed away the week before, and when I opened my eyes and turned toward the edge of the mattress, it had the marks and even the warmth as if someone had sat on it. I called my mother to verify that indeed that side of the bed was warm, and she compared it to the other corner, which was cold. That place was warm, as if someone had been sitting there for hours. In the occult world, it is believed that the burning desire of a heart saddened by the loss of someone can achieve physical manifestations with the aim of claiming that desire. That is to say, they are not spirits, but about manifestations that our own mind can create. According to the story that one of my subscribers tells me, what you're about to see could be exactly this. A man had arrived to leave a delivery, at which point he took out his camera and records to verify that he was in the location, at which point the lens captures an absolutely anomalous situation. Observe.
Hey, Fabiola.
Fabiola.
Later, many said that precisely at that moment, a patient who had arrived urgently at the scene died in the middle of resuscitation protocols by medical personnel. While his family was devastated, their grief could have caused that brief manifestation of a strange black figure.
Not at all. Not at all. It was a spirit, love. But these guys think they're my subscribers.
Number 1. Morgues are undoubtedly one of the places that generates the most fear inside hospitals. Well, in its dependencies, corpses arrive daily to be stored in that place. Bodies that lie inert on cold metal cubicles, waiting for autopsies and other procedures that feed our darkest thoughts. The same subscriber who writes us says that the greatest fear in the beginning is the idea that one of the corpses could suddenly sit up. Imagine what it's like to work in that kind of a place. How could you live a normal life after seeing corpses all day? Well, the man you see on the screen has had to deal with that. He works in a morgue, a job that he says he's gotten used to. But lately, he has had to deal with disturbing images of himself where it seems as if his work follows him. Observe.
Do you want to find someone's location using their phone number? If your family member is late getting home, you can check.
They're spirits, mate. It's nothing to do with your work. The spirits.
The man claims that selfie was taken while inside of his vehicle, just as he was leaving his job. In the photo, there is the face of a person whose body had arrived at the morgue that week, like the following image taken during a break by one of his co-workers, in which clearly you can see the face and part of the body of a being that, according to them, usually wanders around that area. Impressive photographs that for some would confirm the type of magnet that hospitals represent for all kinds of beings that feel attracted by the energies that emerge from these places, making way to the manifestations of all kinds of paranormal phenomena, like the ones you just saw in this video. Videos that undoubtedly give food for thought. I hope you liked this video, because we have come to an end. My name is Leonora Clay, and this was the...
Not really, because there were spirits with one in his head. So, what do you guys think? Makes me laugh. That's all for now, guys. Like and subscribe for more. Hope you enjoy.